Today we're gonna be doing something different. Um, this is not for the motherfuckers, douchebags, assholes. I don't care. I just don't care. This is me hearing about a certain rumor and it's about time to know the truth. The story. That's why I'm going to tell y'all everything. Don't want to hear it? Don't hear it. Don't care. But we're going to start from the beginning and go to the present. Everything. This is not based off opinion. This is not one view. This is facts. Reality. All you're going to hear really happened. I'm not exaggerating it. I'm making it up. This is the truth. We're heading to a new era, so I feel like, why don't I give you a gift before 2014 ends? You're gonna know the truth of Andre Michael Robinson. I was born January 8th, 1994. Somewhere in Louisville, in the hospital. My father, Andre Gilbert Robinson. My mother, Danielle Nicole Thompson. Both my parents are biracial. I was named basically after my dad. My dad named me. That's the truth. He named me. I don't all remember the altercation between my mom and my dad, but it basically ended up with me. She basically eloped with me. We left. Now, we've been over the place. Don't ask where, I can't name them all, but we moved around from place to place. I think we stayed in Kentucky for most of that time. I started school in South Carolina. And that's why I hail South Carolina is where I'm from, because that's where it all began. Didn't really make any friends there. I went to 8, 9, 7 different elementary schools in my life. And we came back here, and the 2 elementary schools that I remember thoroughly were Martin Luther King Jr. Elementary School, going from there to Wilt Elementary School. Now, from Wilt, I thought I was making progress, making a friend, but we left. I got transferred to a school off Bullock Road called Bullock Elementary. That is where I met my first official friend, Dewan Epps. And we laughed, we played, we colored together. And our friendship wasn't just school related. it was also outside of school. Whether it be his mom was watching me and him, my mom was watching me and him, we were always around each other together. And there were some other people that I met through Bullock Elementary. But while going to Bullock, my mom, we finally settled down in a motel or apartment. I believe it wasn't it was a motel, and we were living there. And then that's when that's when I met Augie Torres Jr., who eventually became my stepdad. And I can actually say that was a good time. He seemed nice, caring, protective. Because my mom and dad really didn't have a father figure. So he kind of was. Then we went to elementary, and elementary was just not much style. The higher I went in elementary, the more worse I got. I've went to elementary school with a lot of people who were douchebags for no reason. They're just douchebags. After elementary school, after I graduated Bullock Elementary, a few of my friends went to the middle school right next to Bullock, T.T. Knight Middle School, and it was an odd transition. And I had one best friend and a few friends, not really a group. I've never belonged to a group before. Even when I was younger, I should have mentioned this earlier, but I kind of got kicked out of a daycare when I was younger for threatening a kid with a plastic knife because he had my cookies. I know I say it as a joke, but that actually happened. That is real. Sorry, I guess. From that point on, I was kind of a violent kid. Going into middle school, I was given ADHD medicine. It tasted horrible, but it kind of mellowed me out, which was good. I found this one person in particular was different from everybody else. The way he talked, the way he acted, he reminded me of me. He seemed alone, and I wanted to be his friend. And after weeks of bothering this kid, I actually got to be his friend. Start a friendship. And that kid, his name is Cruz Cortina. Me and Cruz hit it off. And the fact that we lived not too far from each other only made it better. So after school, I'd always go to his house. If I didn't, well, not always, but a lot of times I'd end up just going to his house. Talking, hanging out, walking around, just being us. As I, went through middle school, I met my fair share of I've met my fair share of bullies, and it didn't stop. I really wish it would. At that point in time, I was a kind kid. I was annoying, but I was kind and kind of shy. but I never did any harm to anyone. And the fact that I was picked on so much for reasons to this day I don't understand. But you know, the bully. You know how that is. My stepdad, he's always spoiled me. And my mom. And it was alright. I don't get spoiled. I never did. It's, I mean, it's good every now and then, but it's not my thing. When I had my first sibling, when they had my first, when my first sibling was born, Ayana, I was so happy to have a sibling. And this is before I had anyone classified as a brother. As a brother. It's basically family. She was the first. Bubba was born, I think Charlie, you know. Bubba was born 10 years after me. Yana was born before him. I actually had a little brother who was excited. After middle school, well, I can't say after middle school, I kind of formed a little group without really knowing. More like I latched onto a group, but not really. Once people got comfortable with me, they didn't mind being around. So it was kind of nice to finally be accepted. And my friends, they were into music that I didn't care for. Because at that age and at that time, I didn't care for music. I really didn't. It's a big part of my life nowadays. I will say it's grown on me. Even some of the people they used to listen to, or even still listen to, I can't stand. I really can't. But, two things were certain for me. Two things I loved. I loved the Power Rangers. I loved it. My icon, growing up was actually, Jason David Frank. The original Red Ranger, White Ranger, two-time Red Ranger, a Black Ranger. You can like his Facebook page, and you can subscribe to the Bat and the Sun, like their Facebook page. I don't know why I'm promoting people. Oh wow, okay. But yeah, and I loved wrestling. I loved it more than Power Rangers. I loved wrestling, and that's a big part of my life now. You know, I'm from the guy watching wrestling to, you know, kind of having his own wrestling YouTube show thing. we hopefully soon we can have our first match and put it on, you know, Facebook and YouTube and all. No one said that would be easy. I remember it was right around with Rated RKO, and me and my friend Michael Reed, who's a big, deep Generation X fan, so am I. I super kicked them and then tried to do a Christian move, and he caught me in the catch finisher, Rated RKO, and I sat up afterwards and I just laughed. And he caught me perfectly, and it was fun. And after middle school, we went to high school. Guess that the whole group did. Others. So reconnecting with old friends I haven't seen in years. In high school, for the years I was there, was at this particular high school was interesting. I got beat up for something I didn't do. Really beat up. Like one hit, like one shot. That was not bad. Some guy, Chubbs, hit me in the face because someone told him I hit his sister Kanan, which didn't happen. But you know what? Fuck it. It happened. Blacked my eye, bloodied my nose, kind of cracked my face. This is when I first officially joined the football team. And I've joined the football team twice. And I actually made the team twice, but I really never played at all. It was, I said I had high expectations. I was a big football fan, and at that time, I could take football. That looked easy. Some hard work, good results, and I don't like football. I really don't. Same thing with basketball. Not much I like anymore. But yeah, going to high school, that's when the bullying really got out of hand. Really out of hand. I'm leaving some things out because some things only certain people need to hear. Being bullied at school was bad. Being bullied at home was worse. Being bullied outside of your home was even, it just topped it off, and I'm not gonna lie, I entered a state of real depression. Like, I was taking 2 medicines at the same time, and they were 2 different things, and it fucks with your mind. It really does. And I've acknowledged that I was annoying. People couldn't stand me. Like my brother now says, quote unquote, I'm less annoying than I was then. And I'm not gonna lie, the person I heard me say that I was I want to say failed to email, but annoying. I'm who I am because of what y'all did. I've attempted running away twice. I've attempted some other things, and suicide. I've attempted suicide twice. It's not worth it. Taking your life is not worth it. It doesn't make the pain go away. It only hurts more. To be honest, I've made out with a guy before. And before he was, oh, you faggot, I don't want to hear it. I really don't. Because this is me telling you everything. Those are minor things that some things people don't need to hear. Except for a few people. And my friends, make fun of that because I'm comfortable. My best friend Cruz, he knows. And he will keep making gay jokes. As long as I can keep making Mexican jokes, because right now I can make a shit ton of Mexican jokes. You don't want this one. I've just, it's high school, going there, I've had my heart broken 3 times, and then after that, I just couldn't do my heart breaking. And it's better to have the girl hate you. Any ladies and gentlemen, and I know there's no way you can win this. Like, someone's gonna say, oh, real trouble doesn't break up girls. Yes, they do. Because if she breaks your heart, I don't want to know what you would do. It's better to, I know it seems selfish, but it's better to let her hate you, let her move on and be happy. Then you can somewhat find some happiness. That's a question I shouldn't even be asking, but who out there in my group of friends, or anyone, matter of fact, this is not even from a gay standpoint, this is me saying I'm in love with one of my best friends, and I don't even think she knows, or hell, I don't even think she cares. And even if she doesn't care, it's just one of the things where you wish you could tell them. No more, just tell them. I've had some people pretend to be my friends, and I can tell you right now, whatever happened then will never happen again. I don't want friends. I don't want Facebook friends. I want friends. Because all this right here, all of this are items. They can be replaced. Friends and family do go. We'll pick that back up, but while high school was going on, while I was still at Southern High School, I really tried to be happy. So I dated someone who actually kind of was an outcast. Whether she knew it or not, I saw the way people treated her, and I was like, you know what, she deserves better. Maybe if I do some good, both of us could be happy. They say don't ever judge a book by its cover. Read the book first before you decide if you want it. Because I could say that's a mistake I made. I didn't judge her by her cover. I read the table of contents, and she was a nice, sweet, kind person. But, Audrey's a fool, I guess. Audrey's a fool, and I could be a douchebag, I could be an asshole, I really can. I could be selfish, but do you expect me to be kind? It's kind of hard to do now. So, I had 3 dogs at the time, and Luke, Jezebel, I should say, and J-Bomb. All 3 Akitas. And in time, I plan on getting their names tattooed on. There's a reason why Bruce is more brother to me than a lot of my brothers, and it's not because I don't value their friendship. It's because we know the same path. And I had the honor of, I don't know if you call it an honor, but I had got to watch my dog die in my arms, and feel so useless that the way I was feeling only worsened. And the last thing I remember after leaving that veterinarian was him saying, "It's just you and me now," and he was talking to me. But anyway, and this is after all the abuse and stuff happened. Well, it's just abuse and grounding. A lot of abuse. And me and my dad are reconnected. So there was some light, and with J-Bone, losing J-Bone, I think that was the final straw. And, I'm sorry, I'm thinking about not even finishing this video. Just gotta forgive me. My apologies. But, yeah, I don't know what y'all heard about how I left Southern. Here's the truth. And this is the dead truth. I stole marijuana from my stepdad. I gave it up to 2 people. Now, one of these people was Matt Thomas. The other was Richard Shello. Now, Matt was a cool guy. He had no problems. Richard joked around, but we had no problems. Richard, from what the assistant principal at Southern told me, basically bragged about it and gave away both me and Matt. So I didn't get charged with distribution, giving it out. I don't know the word for that shit. I don't care. But I did get charged with possession. And I was handcuffed, and then my stepdad picked me up, and I was expelled from Southern. And, that day, I had it. Me and my stepdad were basically at each other's throats. He kicked me out. My mom sat there and did nothing, and I never came back. Nope, I did go back for Christmas, but I went first to Jordan's, but they weren't home, so I went to Cruises. Well, I did go to Jordan's, but I didn't try to not, because I didn't want them to fight. I wanted it to be over, this nightmare to be over, the pain and suffering to be over. And when I went to Cruise, I told him everything. I told him what happened. His mom explained, why, if you did this, how could we trust you? And, I know what she meant. Earning their trust back, I have no problem doing. And it's always, their family. I don't know if it's selfish for what I do. Like I said earlier, I went back for Christmas, and 2012. No, actually, 2011. It's 2014 now. I haven't been back. It's gonna be about 2 years on Christmas. My physical scars heal. Since I was little, I'm a fast healer. But my mental and emotional scars don't. After that day, after my stepmom picked me up as my dad's wife, it took a while for shit to get on track. It really did. I went from a D to U student, and I transferred to Wagner Traditional High School. So it's Shelbyville Road, Preston Highway. Not truly that far, but yeah. And then we moved to get into off Westport Road. But yeah, it took a while. Sorry. And I had to get my grades up. I done fucked up. I had to. And I did. When you say you can't do it, I say bullshit. One of my favorite artists is The Rock, and he proves with hard work you can get anything done. I went from a D to a U student to graduating high school with A's and B's. I made honor roll in my first time in my life. I made it twice. The first time in my life, and then graduating. And it was so surreal for me. It really was surreal. There was some bumps in the roads, my personal life, dating wise. Sometimes I say it wasn't even worth it. But what you need to know, I may be a loser to you. I may be the weird guy to you. We may not even be friends, and you're just put on a front. Understand this. I'm not stupid. I'm not weak. I'm not slow. You can pick and choose your own family. Because the way life has been working for me, I know 3 things. In my circle of friends, and just in the world in general, I'm a wolf in sheep's clothing. And some of my closest friends, my brothers, they're black sheep among white sheep. When they finally join me, they'll be wolves in sheep's clothing. If you don't take anything away from this, know this. You want to make friends, find people who understand each other's pain. That's what I did, and it worked pretty damn well for me. Let's talk about all this shit. The house, the cars. None of my shit now. Oh, no, not the cars. The combos, they're things. They can be replaced. Friends and families go. That's harsh reality. You will have friends and you'll have families who just walk out on you. And you need them most. To benefit them. Because they don't view you as useful. You're gonna have people who will Facebook friend you. Basically meaning they will treat you like they do their friends on Facebook. Like a number. But know this. The worst thing in the world isn't part. The worst thing in the world is people. I know that feeling too well. Because at the end of the day, that's what I see when I look in the mirror. I see I am still with good friends, good family, a good job, good life, and yet I feel so depressed and so alone. At the end of the day, I'm still fighting to keep those bonds that I made. Those bonds that make best friend become brother, become like a brother, become family. It's a pack mentality. Never go against one of your own. Protect your own. They got your back, you got theirs. Sometimes all people want to know is, do you care? I care. Sometimes it's hard to care in a world full of just hate. So you ask who I am. I'm the guy who goes out his way to be polite and kind to you. My name is Andre Michael Robinson. That is my name. Nothing else. No Andrea, no Michelle, none of that bullshit. If you can't respect the fact that my name is that, Andre, I could settle for Dre, AJ, Michael, fuck. Someone called me Michael before. It's in my name, I'll go by it. My name's Andre. My brother is Cruz Cortina. I don't know what you fight for, but I fight to keep those bonds alive. My friendship may not mean much to you, but to me, friendship is all I have left. It's the richest thing to have. Because you can't buy friendship. But you can buy illusions. Thank you for watching, and that's who I am. Not in a nutshell. That's who I am, and who I always continue to be. As time goes on, I will mature. But you're not gonna force it. You're not gonna make me change. It's who I am. It's who I will always be. thank you for those who actually stood by my side. Don't take it personally if I didn't mention you in this video. I don't want to be too long, that's why some things are taken out. A lot of things are. The thing is, I told you everything about me. And you couldn't,